Steve Oram and I are heading up to Coton today to join residents for a walk along the GCP's proposed off-road route for the Camborne to Cambridge busway. Steve is the Orchard Biodiversity Officer at the People's Trust for Endangered Species, so we'll be paying particular attention to the orchard, hedgerows and woodlands that the C2C will be cutting through.
No, sparging, I think.
Is it sparging?
Yeah, choice. And I do like a bit of sloe gin. Lovely sloes. Lots of them. This is the good stuff in here. This is where you've got the deadwood habitat, and all of this wood debris here has been sort of like eaten by little insects and things which hatch out into the as moths and beetles, and they're the base of the food chain. That's what everything else lives on. And when you've got trees that are reaching this age, like about 40 years old as these plums are, this becomes essentially an irreplaceable habitat. You can't compensate for this because you'd have to have planted it 40, 50 years ago. There's lots of these little rot holes in all of these trees appearing from one side of the orchard right through to the other side. So, to compensate for that is practically impossible. Do mature very quickly, which means that they start to develop this internal deadwood dry standing habitat quite early on, 40 years, which is very rare in the rest of the environment, because the only other place you get it is in like old oak trees and old deciduous trees, and they take 300 years to get there. So in orchards you've got this very quick, very good habitat.
Thanks for an informative day, Steve.